Good afternoon, Americans and humans. This is your favorite alien sitting in for Paul Harvey this afternoon and doing a special commentary as Mr. Harvey would do it, I think, for you Americans and humans, specifically Americans. So, with further ado, and Mr. Harvey and the boss, I hope you understand this one. Hello, Americans. This is your favorite alien sitting in for Paul Harvey today. And I'm doing a commentary based on what Mr. Harvey would tell you going on in the world today. The nation states of Earth should realize there's a card game being played here. But two games are being played at the same time. Biden's playing chess, and Putin's playing poker. Specifically, Texas Hold'em poker. And as a favorite alien, speaking for Mr. Paul Harvey, I would say the game today, Mr. Biden's got to change his chess playing ways and start playing poker, and it's down to the flop here and the river cards getting thrown up. So I would throw up my river card, President Biden, and tell Mr. Putin here, okay, we're all in. All the countries of the NATO should put most of their forces in the border with Russia, Poland, any country that borders Russia, the Baltic countries and the United States should advise that their troops on there should be close to the border with Russia. You should give the MiGs to the Ukraines. And this is an all-in to Putin here. Is this what you want, Mr. Putin? And President Xi of China? We're all in. We're calling Mr. Putin's bluff here. He's been bluffing with his nuclear weapons since he started invading Ukraine, knowing that we would pussyfoot around here because we don't want World War III. Do you want World War III, President Xi? You tell President Putin to back off and took all his forces back into the Russian territory across the border and start doing a little talk here and create a neutral zone and make Ukraine an independent nation with Mr. Zelensky still at the head, but he will not be a member of NATO. And those countries that are members of NATO bordering Russia, i.e. the Baltic states and Poland, Czechoslovakia, or the Czech Republic and Slovenia, Romania, all the countries that border Russia that are members of NATO. They would also become United Nations open countries, like would they declare the Ukraine is an open nation. But the 5 members of the Security Council will be exempt, and also North Korea and Iran would be exempt from treating any issues with the Ukraine and Russia because of the items that you bring forward. You have internal items that will affect this. So you are not eligible to participate because of your interest that you have on this. This should be by nations that don't have any interest at all in your disputes. You should also tell the people in the annexed areas of eastern Ukraine, if you want to be part of Russia, move over to the Russian territories. If you want to stay with Ukraine, then you're Ukrainian citizens, not Russian. You can't annex that part. If they want to be Russian, go to Russia. There's no ifs, ands, or buts here. That territory belongs to the Ukraine. As far as the Crimean Peninsula, that territory belongs to Russia. Unfortunately, because of the issue when the Soviet Union and the United Nations never took that, when the Soviet Union ceased to be a nation. You never grandfathered that in. So you have to look at that. It was taken away from Russia by Nikita Khrushchev, a Ukrainian, and given to the Ukrainian SSR. So technically right now that does belong to Russia. Unless the United Nations grandfathers it in as a Ukrainian territory, or acknowledge that Mr. Khrushchev did the wrong thing in the Soviet Union. This is your favorite alien, sitting in for Paul Harvey today, saying the NATO nations, the European Union, and the United States should be all in this poker game that Putin's playing. And China should be all in. Either World War III or a settlement. And I know that Mr. President Xi of China would prefer a settlement than World War III. You have issues with the United States, President Xi. Taiwan, you have to deal with the same issue. You want a settlement there, or do you want World War III there? It's up to you. The cards have been played by your Mr. Putin there, and you allied to Mr. Putin. You played the cards. You choose the game. Now it's your turn to call or all in. This is your favorite idiot sitting in for Paul Harvey. Good day.